Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I had a question from Michael, who lives in Australia. I'll put a link to his channel down in the descriptions, and he wanted to know about the canals that go by our place here. And I haven't talked about those in detail for a while. I put up a video a while back, quite a while back, on how these canals are, why they're here, and so on and so forth. So he also wanted to know about the countryside. And if you look straight out there on the horizon, there's beautiful countryside up there in those hills, but that's all wilderness area. And you can't fly in a wilderness area. So everything around here where it's beautiful countryside, you can't fly your drone. So here in Arizona, we're stuck with sagebrush and plowed fields, and there's a tractor down there on the left as it is. Anyway, so we don't have a lot of fancy surroundings. But what I will is I'll tell you about the Central Arizona Project. If you look at the red line here that comes down through there, that's a proposed canal back in 1967, and the Department of Interior, the Bureau of Reclamation, the people that make the dams and all that stuff to reclaim the area out here, so you can, in a dry area, you can still grow crops. And so they proposed that canal. And in, I think it was 1973, they actually started construction on it. And this canal here that we're following, that comes from our house, comes up and meets that other canal that you can see there. And it goes over to the main canal, the CAP canal. And they have a pumping station there. And they pump the water out of that canal into the canal we're looking at there that's horizontal. And then our canal that goes by our house breaks off of that. And then it goes on down. You can't see it very well because I started to lose connection with my drone. But it goes on down and supplies water to those green fields that you see down there. And it goes until it hits the populated areas there. And I love to ride my e-bike along that canal. That's, in fact, where I dislocated my shoulder. The broken leg was in a motorcycle wreck years ago. But anyway, that's I love to ride along there. It's the canal road, and I like the canal roads. So anyway, so that's the canals that we have here, and so I'll give you a little bit of history. So the canal that they proposed actually was constructed, as you can see, started in 1973, and comes 336 miles from its beginning at the Colorado River all the way down almost to the Mexican border. And it just big, long canal. And also, that's a kind of a shot of, that's a Google Earth recent shot. As you can see, there's a pumping station there, and they pump the water up through a tunnel under that small mountain there. And then there's a couple of places where there's a tunnel. And that's the pumping station right there, where they pump the water out of the Colorado River and then up the hill and through that mountain. And then it starts flowing down through the Arizona flatlands. Actually, this area that we're looking at, I'm pretty sure it was a lake many years ago. And now that's a picture that I found on the internet. I think that's the area where the water comes in before it was allowed to come in from the Colorado River. But anyway, so as there's an aerial shot of how it winds down through the flatlands here. Yeah, we find a lot of mussel shells, freshwater mussel shells, all over the place when we dig in the earth around here. So there's the finished project, and it just comes through the Phoenix area, and it supplies water to farmers all the way along the way in ground that otherwise you could never have grown crops like this. So anyway, and Michael, he also wanted to know about some of the surrounding areas. He also asked about that in the upper left-hand corner, that is a construction area. There, it's for a housing development, and I guess they're going to put 300 houses in there, according to what I've heard. That was before they had to had to dig a bunch of holes for flood prevention. But anyway, so that's a housing project. And the rest of the area, my wife and I were too old to drive very far. There's no beautiful lakes and reservoirs like you have in your area in Brisbane, but this is what we've got, and I'm happy with what I've got. I've had all the toys a guy could ask for, airplanes and sailboats and motorcycles. I've had several Harleys, and so I'm blessed. And so I just get out and fly my drone because it's like, I like to be up in the air looking down. And it beats sitting on the couch looking out the window. I saw a couple this morning as I was riding my e-bike. I felt sorry for them. Their shoulders were drooped, and they were looking down at the ground as they were out for a walk. And I thought, bless your hearts. You need to do something besides just sit around, which it looks like that's what they were doing all the time. So anyway, I hope that answers some of your questions, Michael. I appreciate your comments and your questions. And if you want a video dedicated to you, ask me some complicated questions. I want to thank you all for watching my videos, and God bless.